God.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Canadian Joe War Stories. We're back here with a special guest. Her name is Steph, and she's going to let you know how she almost died.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong about that.
So
Is
take
anyone
right
here?
over. Take right over.
Okay. No, I was gonna say I did not mess that up. Like I did not.
Nope. It's all good.
I'm gonna open my blinds more, you guys, so there's better lighting.
Okay.
If anyone's in the chat, I kind of want to see if someone, like, people come in here before I begin talking.
Yeah. We'll wait for people to pile in. There's 2 people right now.
Okay.
So we can wait a bit.
I was gonna use my daughter's tablet to like watch comments and stuff, but I'll just have you take care of that because I get sidetracked.
Okay. Yeah. See, you just said hi, guys.
Who did?
James, what's up, bro? Bigfoot's in the house.
What's up, James? And Eddie, you're gonna be mad, but I have to take my phone cover off, so I have to set my phone down really quick.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hang on. Should I try to not lock my phone and just do it like a savage? Hang on. Let's see. Because I'm gonna prop my phone. Oh, I'm doing it without. Good morning, everybody. Good morning from Vegas.
She's just getting her stuff ready.
Okay, I'm still here. Okay. Maybe I won't use my headphones this time. It's kind of cool, like, not having to worry about that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right. Cool.
All right, guys. Let me get adjusted with my seat. You know me, I'm always behind. Eddie's very patient. I appreciate him so much. I look wild. I was just at the post office, so my hair is so wet. And let's get to this story, how I almost died. Because it's actually not funny. Like, I literally almost died, you guys. So I'm just getting set up. I'm a busy woman. Maybe I should not use headphones this time. I feel weird, but okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to do what you like. We're ready.
All right. So this is what happened. So what happened was, I actually told Eddie, I thought about how I was going to explain it. And then I wanted to, like, have it be raw and, like, not necessarily think about it too much. But
yeah, just get it off the top of your head, yo. Don't worry.
I am. Because we can be on here all day long, yo. Like, I mean, well, I have to work in the afternoon. But I'm just saying, like, the reason why I'm acting like this is because I thought in a moment I could remember everything, like, how it felt. Instead of, like, fully, like, bringing it back to myself. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this is what happened. So,
yes, Bigfoot.
What's up, Bigfoot? Yo, I gotta put my headphones in. I have to. I'm gonna put my headphones in.
When we start the interview, we're not going to be addressing the chat, guys, because we just want it to be in a professional interview. After the interview is over, I'm going to come on and chop it up with the chat. All right, everybody?
And let's see how professional.
I'm not saying not to comment. I'm just saying I'm not going to be able to respond because I'm going to be in tune to Steph's story.
Okay? And let's see how professional Stephanie can be, because she's a hot mess all the time. I'm kidding.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Jam.
So after I put my headphones in, it's on and popping. Like, I'm really like going forward with the story. Once I put my headphones in, like, we're talking about it. Like, no more procrastination.
Yeah, because I'm just going to chop off the whole beginning of it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, am I here?
Yeah.
Okay. See, you already know.
Okay, we got 7 now.
All right, we got 7 people, so let's go. Yeah. All right, so this is what happened when I almost died. Why is it so small, y'all? Like, I have to, I'm not being weird, but, like, I have to at least be able to see myself to, like, know that, like, I'm.
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
Hold on. Yo. Okay.
Anyway. Here you go. That's better.
Yeah, so now I'm, like, kind of in frame, right?
Oh, you're so big time. You're in frame.
Okay. On my squeaky bench, so don't judge me.
9 people.
Say something, Eddie, so I know I can hear you.
9 people.
Hang on.
We got 9 people now.
Hang on.
All right.
The more the merrier. How come my headphones aren't? Say something, Eddie. Say anything.
I can hear you.
Damn it, my headphones aren't working. All right, fuck phones. Fuck guys. Here, we're doing this without headphones. All right. Oh my god. All right, so this is why I get so like nervous. Okay, anyway, so this is what happened. No headphones. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So anyway, I almost died. What had happened is I had moved to the Bay Area with who is now my husband. I was very young, and we were out there for probably 2 years, right? And I don't know if y'all can hear me.
We can hear great, Steph. Everything's fine.
If there's anything wrong,
it's all good. Everything's fine.
Okay,
Everything's all good.
Okay. I'm gonna. My nerves are bad, and I'm crazy. Any other
with her, everybody? She's
things
nervous.
You see me on? Like I'm always like this because I just have.
I understand.
Okay. All right. So I had moved back from the Bay to Reno Sparks area. What?
I never said a word.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going because I don't know what's going on. I can't hear. So I moved back to Reno Sparks, which is where I grew up, trying to start my life over. I was a young girl still. And remember the Arby's story? How I started working at Arby's when I was 16. If anyone watched, hopefully you do edit the first part out because this will make more sense. I'm gonna continue on and make it make sense. If anyone watched Cuzzo's channel, my first job was at Arby's, right? So when I moved back from the Bay to Reno Sparks area, I hit up my old manager just to get a job again, right? And I got hired, right? So I wasn't 21 yet, and I got my first paycheck. And back then, paychecks was like paper paychecks. And in Nevada, normally you can just go to the casino or whatever and cash your check. But if you're under 21, you have to find a check cashing place, right? So that's what I had to do. And we were living, I'm making this long, Eddie, because I just want people to understand like how crazy.
It's a serious topic.
It's a very serious topic. Yeah. And everything always like matters and like.
It's hard. It's a dramatic topic to talk about. You know what I mean? We all appreciate it.
I look like a punk rocker. Like my hair is crazy. So I always laugh when I'm nervous. All right. So we had ended up getting this. Believe it or not, it was right next to the university. All this will make sense, you guys. If you just have the attention span to listen to me, you will understand how this.
We're all yours for an hour.
Yeah.
However long it takes.
However long. Don't say like that. All right. So when we had moved, like I said, we were young. Well, my husband's older than me, but we had moved into a shared. It was right across from the university, so it's almost like something kids in college would have. I'm not sure if that's what they do now, really, but it was a shared kitchen. So in each room, it was just like basically like a studio with their own bathroom, but you shared a kitchen and everyone had their own shelf. It was fucking weird. Okay, and the kitchen smelled like an old man. And I didn't know how to cook back then. Like it was just like but back then I was so happy. Like, you know what I mean? Back in the day.
Yeah, when I was 15, I lived in a rooming house. So I know about it. I know about sharing a kitchen. Right?
Yeah, like as long as you don't share like the bathroom with the old man, like I could get like, back then I didn't give a fuck what the kitchen smelled like. I just, so everyone had their own shelf and it was like whatever. So that's just what I'm trying to say, like what I was working with. So I got my first paycheck, right?
Yep.
Y'all are gonna freak out. All right, so I had gotten rehired at Arby's, and it takes like 3 weeks or a month to get your first check, and then we start walking downtown to find a check cashing place. I wasn't 21 yet, so I couldn't just go into a casino. We had to find somewhere to. Back then, I don't even think they had like Money Tree or dollar loans, like all the shit they have now. And trust me, I actually have really good credit. So if anyone's trying to look at me crazy, I'll show you my credit score now. I have really fucking good credit.
You don't gotta prove nothing to nobody. No one's saying anything wrong about you.
See, I'm all fidgety. Like, I'm just so nervous. Okay, this fucking bench. All right, so we start walking downtown, right? And so that means we're walking down this hill past like the university, and then hitting basically the strip, I guess you could call it, in like downtown Reno. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Okay. All right, so I had a paper check, and it was about 5 o'clock at night. I think 4 or 5 o'clock at night. And then, mind you, when I start telling you what happened, I don't remember anything that happened for 2 to 3 days. This is what I was told what happened to me. Okay?
Yep.
So we are walking in the crosswalk. I'm shaking thinking about this, you guys. It's very hard to think about this.
You know what? Don't even think about the crowd or anybody. Just talk to me.
I fully am. It's just like hard to like reminisce this. Okay, so thank God. I guess your mind does this. I'll just tell you, but your mind, I guess, goes blank for reasons. I don't know why, but that's what I had to go to. Let me just say this: I had to go to a neurologist and physical therapy for 1 full year after this incident happened. So look, we're walking. My now husband, and I were holding hands, like in the crosswalk, so I could go cash my check. And I was hit head on by a Bronco. I was walking in a fucking crosswalk. All right, and I was hit head on, and I'll tell you where I landed. But before I tell you that, what had happened is someone was trying to switch lanes in the middle of the intersection so they could get to the freeway. My sister's calling me, but fuck that. Oh, I was supposed to. She can watch this later. I was supposed to send her the link. But anyway, what had happened is someone was illegally switching lanes in the middle of the intersection, and it hit a Bronco, which caused the Bronco to go to the side and hit me head on. I'm holding hands at the time with my boyfriend, now my husband, and I get flung back onto a newspaper vending machine. Remember those back in the day, like New York Times type shit?
Yeah.
And my head goes dung, like literally, like this is what I was told. I don't remember a fucking thing. Last thing I remember is starting to walk across the crosswalk. I don't remember anything for like 2 or 3 days. My head goes dung, and I fling back into the gutter. My head lands in the gutter, and I have a seizure. Seriously. And I guess some woman, and this is back in the day, like I said on Cuzzo's channel before, like no one had social media like that. It's not like people were in the moment type of shit, which I think is a really cool thing to like be in the moment, to be honest with you. But yeah, this lady.
I love being in the moment too.
Yes.
I know what you mean by that.
Yeah. So this lady tried to, I guess, scoop my hair up and touch me, and I was like, don't touch her, because you're not supposed to touch people who have been injured until the paramedics get there, right? You're not supposed to. Oh gosh, my fly is undone. Oh my god, guys. Oh, good lord. Anyway, so they tell her to like back off, and mind you, this isn't too personal, but I just want to say, my husband, which was my boyfriend at the time, his mother passed on in a motorcycle accident. So he is very fucked up from like all this traffic shit happening. And my husband's a savage, yo. Like he's from the Bay. Like he ain't no fucking. This killed him inside. What happened? He thought I was gonna die. Like I don't even know. So So I had a seizure, and then from what everyone told me, because remember the first part of the story is what I was told. All right. So the paramedic or the ambulance starts coming in, the paramedics, they cut all my clothes off in the middle of the fucking everybody, butt naked.
Trying to save you.
Yes, because they didn't know if I had internal bleeding or wounds or whatever. And then I'll tell you what I did have once I tell you what happened when I got to the hospital. Yep. So they cut all my clothes off. They put me in the ambulance. And I guess I was trying to fight the paramedics. I don't know why. I don't remember a fucking thing. my husband says, remember back then, I'll just call my husband. They were trying to give me an IV, and I'm terrified of needles. So I'm pretty sure that's probably what the case was. I was freaking out about that. Yeah, so I guess they take me to the hospital, and then I'm in what's not like ICU, where you have to go immediately. Like they're like calling
ICU
on,
or emerge?
like they're on the sound system saying, we have a code this, code that. Code
Okay,
this,
emergency.
Yeah, like it was bad. Like I had to go straight to the operating room. So all these doctors come in, and this is where, because it wasn't a front when I almost had my skull drilled into. So they almost had to shave my head and drill into my skull to relieve the pressure. Not kidding. Like,
Holy
I kind of
shit.
feel like they did do it, and they did it, and they're lying to me because I feel like I'm fucking crazy. But I guess they didn't. So yeah, that happened apparently, and so I was up in the top like area where they really monitor you for a while. I still think they did it. That sounds crazy, but like
You don't know. You were asleep.
yeah, I was, but I wasn't asleep. Like I
think they would have to tell you though. You never. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Hospitals are weird.
Hospitals are fucking weird, and yeah, they probably sedated me and shit like that. But like, I'm telling you, at least I can say this from when I was walking in the crosswalk up until I remember anything. I don't remember anything. So there's no way I was sedated when I first had the seizure. Like I don't remember anything.
You were blacked out.
I blacked out. I don't remember a fucking thing. I do not remember a fucking thing. So yeah, they almost had to shave my head. I keep going like that because I think my husband or someone had said it was just gonna be a square, and they were gonna drill into my skull to relieve the pressure, so my brain didn't explode, literally, because my brain. Oh, that's what it was. It was brain swelling. My brain was swelling. So yeah.
Wow.
Then, so they put me into a different unit, like lowered me down. Oh, the only injuries I had is I have a scar on my chin because when the vehicle hit me, I went like this, and it hit my chin, and I flung back, and then I had fractured my skull. So I had basically the only bones I broke was my chin and my head. Can you believe that? Oh, and the vehicle was going 35 miles per hour.
Wow, that's crazy. So for the head injury, I know I've had a head injury myself when I was in the car accident, right? That I've told everybody about with my dad. And I hit my head off the dashboard. I'm just wondering, did they have to keep waking you up every hour or two so you didn't go into a coma? Because that's what they did with me. They said they have to keep waking you up when you have a head injury.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, okay. I should ask my husband that, honestly. He stayed with me, and his dad made him go home and take a shower because he wouldn't leave me. And his dad came and stayed with me. He was there.
Yeah, you don't want to leave your wife when she's gonna be dying. You know
Back then, I mean, I was just his girlfriend, but he, the thing with his mom and shit, like, I think that's another reason why him and I are, always gonna be close, is because I knew his mother, and that seems
right.
It's a lot. It really is a lot.
I get it.
It's a lot because she passed on when she was 40. That's very young to pass on.
That is young. It's way too young.
Trying to think of other key points. Here, I'll look. I actually took pictures like I did last time. I'll look at that after, but like I'll not really wrap it up.
So what happened afterwards? Like after you healed up and everything like that, did it take a while? Like afterwards, what the troubles were of recuperating and the different things you had to go through. What was different about your life after that?
Everything.
You know what I mean?
Everything. I was never the same. I'm telling you right now, I've never been the same. I was in the hospital for 6 days, which isn't that bad. And my hospital,
It's a long time.
Yeah. And back then, the hospital bill then was $66,000, and I actually looked it up because I was trying to think of like how to like make this make more sense because I'm always all over the place. That would be over $100,000 nowadays. So basically, it costed $100,000 to save my life. Yes.
Yeah. In the States, you pay for healthcare down there, right?
This is kind of crazy to think about. So my dad had just taken me off his insurance. So I had no insurance.
Right.
Yeah, so everything was paid out of pocket. I ended
Yeah.
up getting 2 settlements, so that's a positive thing. Actually, this is a cool part of the story. Not cool. Okay, so
Well, you deserve to be compensated.
yeah. So I was actually compensated by both the vehicles since there was 2 vehicles involved. I did get a settlement and from both parties, but it was nowhere near. It covered the fucking hospital bill, and the lawyers take 33%. So that's basically a third. Yeah.
Right.
So I ended up getting. I actually still have the fucking. I should look in my drawer because I still have like my original copy of the check when I finally got it because it took like a year.
Similar
I
thing
got,
happened
like,
to me with a
20
different story.
I got like $20,000, 20 or 30, and that seems like a lot to people, but
No,
yo,
it's not.
that shit
It
went
goes fast.
fast.
It
Hella
goes fast. And when you're supposed to get like 100K and then everything goes to lawyers and bills and it's just crazy.
Yeah, and since I was uninsured at the time, unfortunately, that's $66,000 went to the hospital, and then that doesn't include the ambulance and the fucking physical therapy and the neurologist I had to see for a year, the medications. Yo, like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that seriously. Is things that go into it. It's not just get hit and go to the hospital, get out, and then it's all done and over with. You know what I mean? This shit affected you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
they should have friggin' gave you a lot more. That's how
I know. They really should have, and it has to do with insurance, like the car insurance and stuff. And actually, this is kind of crazy, but like, I have the news article. My dad had clipped it. Like back then, there was no GoFundMe's, you guys. Go fund my ass. I would have had you promoting that shit for me.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
It wasn't like that back then.
For real.
Yeah, so I saved the news article and I actually looked the people up, and I don't want to say like how old or who they are, whatever, but like I did look them up and they look like kind people, but I could not imagine if I almost killed somebody and they, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't expect for them to ever follow up, especially back then. But like, I think nowadays someone would probably reach out, but like I looked them up, I think twice within this past, it's been a long time. This is before I even had kids. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to have kids.
Okay.
From this, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, that's scary, especially for somebody that if you've always been the type that wanted to get married and have a family, then that's just really freaky to think about.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what I wanted in life, but
nobody wants that though. I don't think. I think everyone wants that option, right?
Oh yeah. Oh no. I know what you mean. Like as a woman, if I couldn't have children, even if I didn't want kids, I would like not like that. You know what I mean? Like
True.
You want to feel like a woman if you're a woman.
For real. I get it.
So yeah, I was in the hospital for 6 days. Sorry, you guys, I keep doing this, but it's just I get really fidgety when I talk about shit like this. So yeah, I was actually released on my husband's birthday. Believe it or not, isn't that fucking crazy?
This is what people are saying. Okay, they all love it, so don't worry. Keep going.
Okay. So my husband's birthday is October 13th. Is that not the spookiest day of the year? Right? October and then the 13th?
Friday the 13th? Yeah. It's a Friday
I don't think it was the Friday the 13th when I was released, but his birthday is October 13th. I mean, that's equivalent to like Halloween, right? Mm-hmm. A Libra like you.
31 and 13 there, it's backwards kind of deal. But
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get mad about my squeaky bench, guys, but this shit's hurting my legs.
I don't know what the cutoff date is because my dad's on the 28th and he's a Scorpio.
22nd is the cusp.
Okay.
22nd. All right, so
Clint was born on Friday the 13th. I'm just gonna bring that up.
January Friday. I'm January 8th.
Cool.
Capricorns. Yeah. Capricorns are hella cool. You know, I don't know a lot of Capricorns besides my daughter. Born the day after me. Fucking crazy. All right, so after I was released, oh, this is actually a good topic. After I was released, so I had to go to the neurologist and in physical therapy for a full year. And then think about it like this. I was fucking terrified to like walk around. There goes my neighbors. I was terrified to walk down the street. I wasn't like, I'm not one to be like, oh my God, like someone's chasing me, or, you know, like, but like it was terrifying because I don't remember what happened. And I'm thinking, am I going to even see what the fuck is going to happen to me if I get hit by a car again? Like it was that type of shit. And then PTSD. That was a big thing. That was a big thing. Just being walking back in the day, because
it's like PTSD from what had happened, basically. And
even though I don't remember it, but it is like, you know what I'm saying?
It's because you were just walking at the time when it happened and doing nothing
in the crosswalk.
To expect anything. Yeah, following all the right rules. It's like something comes out of nowhere and changes your life. You're gonna be having PTSD from that.
Yeah,
it's just, you know, how it is. Sorry that you had to go through all that, you know.
Thank you. And how I say I'm not the same anymore. Like I literally feel like head injuries change you. Like I am a very compassionate and loving and caring person. I truly love everybody that I come across. But I used to not be so. I used to be different before I had this head injury. Like I used to be a lot more calm. I didn't pop and like. I don't know how to explain it. Like I never acted how I did afterwards until after it happened. Like I just was frantic all the time. And it wasn't PTSD necessarily. Like I really think head injuries are I know.
Can change your personality? Is that what you're trying to say?
100. Okay. 100.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. You know, after my accident when I was 9 years old, I was only 9 years old, but I mean, that totally changed my life too. Like we lost everything. So like little things like that in life can happen where it's like a split second and it changes your whole life. And all I remember is I was sleeping at the time when this happened. Imagine that. I was sleeping.
You were sleeping?
Yeah. So I'm
keep talking, Eddie. I'm gonna try and put my headphones in. Keep talking because I want to be able to hear.
And all I remember is hearing my dad yell real loud. And I woke up. As soon as I opened my eyes, all I seen is these big bright lights right in my face, like in my eyes. And then that was it. Like we were like airborne, and you know, you guys know the story after that.
Say something now.
Yep.
Okay, now my headphones are working. So what?
Nice.
Oh, thank God! Now I can finally now I feel engaged.
Okay.
Shit sucked the whole time. I didn't even feel like I was even. All right. What time of the day did that happen, or like what happened? You
this was like 9? My dad was driving me home back to my mom's, and we were on Highway 48. There's a double solid line. The young kid crossed over the line, hit us head-on collision. The kid died. He only had a G1. He wasn't supposed to be driving on a highway unless he had a licensed driver, or I don't even think then he could.
What does that mean? Is that something Canada has? Because I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah,
you're not allowed to drive on the highway.
G1, G2, and then your G. Right, a G1 you can drive with a licensed driver, but not on the highway. You have to have a licensed driver with you, and then G2 you can drive on your own, but not on the highway. And then a G is just a full license.
In America, you get your driver's permit, and you have to have I think 6 months with someone who's 18 and older. You have to have a certain amount of hours, and then you pass your vision test, the written test, and the driver's test, and then you're a full-on driver. You can drive highways or wherever the fuck you want to drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's not so anyway, so this kid really wasn't supposed to be driving on it because he's just 16, just got it type deal, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, he hits us, and I was sleeping at the time, so it's weird when you wake up and just have these bright lights in your face, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, your whole life's different. You know. So I can relate to what you're
I'm
trying to
sorry that
say about
happened
your
to
whole
you.
life changing in one split second.
Do you have any like? Were you injured? Yo, my phone's
Yeah,
just.
I fractured like something they couldn't really help because I fractured all my face right here, and glass like in my face and head and shit here. Because it
That
was like
young?
I was little, so it was kind of like the glass busted in and hit my head like that type deal, you know. So
Wow.
being a little guy, it kind of lowered my left side of my face when I was younger. You can't tell now because you met me while I was already like this, right? But
Yeah, because
back then you could really tell, you know what I'm saying? So basically that's why I asked you the question about the head injury thing, but you don't remember. But what had happened was they're like telling I've got antibiotics and they're telling my mom every 3-4 hours you got to wake him up out of his sleep because he might go in a coma like from the head injury.
My neighbor's car alarm is going off. If you hear that,
Okay.
just ignore it.
Yeah, head injuries are serious. So
yeah.
I
So
can
they had
relate
to
big time.
I'm wondering why they didn't do that to me, or if they did.
I don't think Canes, I'm ready for you, dude. Sunday, yeah, I'm hyped for Sunday, man.
Does anyone have any questions?
Anyone got any questions for Steph?
Can you guys believe I made it through that? I mean, honestly.
Yes, I'm. Yeah, proud of you. You got through it.
Thank
learner's
you.
permit, Stephanie. Oh, he said it's called a learner's permit.
Learner's permit, yes.
Yeah.
Learner's permit, and
Thanks,
then you have to have.
man.
Yep, he's right. Very true.
It's like a learner's permit for Canada. Okay, so it's the same deal. Cool.
But the highway thing, we don't have that regulation out here. I believe we do not in any state.
Okay.
But yeah, guys.
Yeah, my wife is a big part of my. Hang on, what's this? Yeah, my wife is a big part of my act, right?
Bigfoot? What you mean? Big part of your act?
Oh, I'm scrolling up to see if there was any questions earlier that we missed.
So let me do a recap, you guys. I'll do like a 60-second recap in case anyone like joined in late, because this kind of actually is a good idea, I think, for anyone to do if someone just joined or has missed a lot. I was hit when I was walking in the crosswalk head on by a Bronco. I was holding my husband's hand, at the time my boyfriend. He was not hit. I flung backwards into a newspaper vending machine. My head hit the thing and it made a dong sound. I flew back into the gutter. I had a seizure. The paramedics and the ambulance came. Apparently I was trying to fight the paramedics. I don't remember that at all. I don't remember the first 2 to 3 days of this. I was at the hospital. I was sent up to the top with all the doctors. They almost had to drill a hole in my skull and shave my head to relieve the pressure because my brain was swelling. I fractured my skull and my chin. That's the only bones I broke. I woke up 2 or 3 days later, like I said, and I was in the hospital for 6 days. And I don't remember a damn thing about it. And then when I started waking up, I was very groggy. So for sure by then, Eddie, they must have been, for sure they were sedating me by then. Who knows how I was acting? I was probably, I don't know. So yeah, for sure I was groggy when I came to. But that's what happened. And then I was released coincidentally on my husband's birthday, October 13th. And then I got a settlement.
Awesome recap.
That's a recap. I was uninsured. A lot of it went to the fucking the hospital bills and ambulance and neurologist, physical therapy, but boom.
Damn, that was a good recap. I think everybody should agree with that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was sick.
Yeah.
For anybody that came in the video late or whatever, that's gonna really help you. You just heard everything real quick.
And I lived through it. I was able to have children. I was able to live my life. Can you
that's
imagine? That's
the most important thing, And you're living your best life now. You're trying to, anyways.
I'm trying to.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do, right? Is try, right?
Right. I could have been wheelchair bound. Anything could have happened, yo. Like I could have been paralyzed. I still cannot believe. I don't know. Cause I said, it was a Bronco, like 35, 40, what did I say? 35, 40 miles per hour head on.
Yeah. I don't know if things happen for a reason or if they do, you know what I mean? I'm not sure because it's just, I don't know how life is. It's just you gotta just live while you're here. You know what I mean? Because you don't know how long
100.
you're gonna be here, or we might just be gone the next day. I've had so many family members
Yes.
and close people to me die, and it feels unrealistic to me because I've almost died so many times. Like,
Yeah.
and to me, it's just like it almost feels fake until I do die. You know what I mean? It
Tell
almost
me.
feels like I'm fake. Like, I don't know. It sounds crazy, but it's like when you have everybody dying around you, that's the most closest people to you, like dad, uncle, cousin, best friend, this, that, the third.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're the worst one out of them. You're like a bad
And
person.
you keep
They're good
living,
people.
and you
Yeah,
keep living, and
yeah,
they
and I'm living
die.
through all the shit, but I'm going through the same shit with them. I was in the car, like it's just, I don't know, it's weird. And until you actually see death flash before your eyes, you kind of take life for granted, and then afterwards, you kind of look at life differently. And
I mean, I've
I
had
don't look at
cancer
it like that
too.
no more. Like back
I've
then,
had,
when I was before I went to jail, I used to not care if I died, man. Like for real. Now I do.
You do? That's good.
Yeah, now I changed my life around. It's way different now. But before all that from my past, when I was a different person, basically, yeah, I didn't care.
I'm glad you care now. I looked over there because my neighbors are being crazy.
Yeah. So.
I had cancer too, which I almost died from that. So
Oh
it's
damn!
not
We'll
like
save that for a part two. No,
I, I
I'm
mean,
just kidding.
three strikes, you're out. So we'll see
I'm
what
just
happens.
kidding.
Just
But
kidding.
yeah, that's really good of you to come on here and share that with everybody because I know that's a hard thing to talk about and stuff like that, especially on YouTube. And what people
I
said in
wouldn't
the
share
chat,
anything.
what someone said in the chat was that's going to be really good for other women that have gone through similar experiences. And
Absolutely.
yeah. So if anyone else has a question for Steph, if not, we're probably going to wrap it up. And I'll come in the chat and chop it up with y'all after, but I'm going to end the video and then go live again because I want it to be a proper interview.
Just let me go and then keep chopping up with them.
Yeah. So
You
I'm
can
going to
let me
end
go.
it and then I'll chop it up with y'all. So
let me leave it on an endlessly note.
yeah,
Just
for
so
sure.
anyone knows, because my sister ended up watching one of the videos from Cuzzo, and she wasn't like, why are you putting yourself up? But she was kind of like, why do you open yourself up like that? And I said, because it helps me. I don't talk about this with people. Like, my husband knows this story, but I haven't talked about this shit forever. And then even like my stories I had on his channel, it's not something I'm just like, hey, let me talk about this. So it's therapeutic, and it makes me kind of like, some people say, like, if you have a bad dream and you tell somebody about it, then you won't have that bad dream again. So anything I'm saying on any of this shit is because I want to. And that seemed crazy, like I looked all crazy, but like I want to do this, and it helps me get it out. And like someone's listening, and somebody is actually, other people, which I fucking love, anybody who's actually paying attention and watching this shit, it makes me feel better. And then hopefully I can get over these things and not have to have it in the back of my head for the rest of my life. So I just wanted to say that. Seriously.
Well, thank you so much. That was a really good ending. And we're going to wrap it up on that note, everybody. So thanks a lot for coming out and viewing Stephanie's story. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.